As the beast from the east makes its presence felt across the southwest, March is suddenly plunged into the snowy depths of winter, and no one feels it more than the local bird population. Our resident robin is a frequent visitor to the bird table at the moment, where among the nuts and sunflower seeds there is an ample supply of crushed fat balls hidden in the snow. But now there is another visitor in the garden, and this one is particularly interested in the fruits of the berry harvest. The song thrush finds most of its winter food as berries, especially when the ground is frozen or covered in snow, like today, and the usual snails and insects are nowhere to be seen. The fleshy pith provides the bird with both vitamins and energy. Ivy berries, for example, contain nearly as many calories as a Mars bar, so it's worth having some winter fruit-bearing bushes in the garden, just in case the weather turns bad. The beautiful speckled chest is typical of most members of the thrush family, and its smaller size and richer colours help to distinguish it from the missel thrush. From a distance, the redwing might be mistaken for a song thrush, particularly as they are only a fraction smaller. But when you get a closer look, you can clearly see the orangey-red patches on the sides and the creamy stripe above the eye. So it's always worth giving your thrushes a second glance in winter, when redwings overwinter here in their thousands. They are usually found in large groups in farmland areas, often with the larger fieldfares, but a thick blanket of snow can push individual birds into visiting gardens to find food, making this redwing another first for our garden. When the sun breaks through again, we find yet another first-time visitor to the garden. This time it's a fieldfare, so he may have come on the recommendation of the redwing we saw earlier. They're quite a bit bigger than redwings, with some lovely rich plumage. They also overwinter in large numbers, only visiting gardens when the weather is particularly bad. The snow this year has hit thick and fast, but as the thrush has eaten all the berries off the bigger bush near the house, the fieldfare will have to settle for the berries near the ground. There are certainly plenty of berries down there, but he doesn't seem to be keen on them. He'd much rather sit in the cherry tree and bask in the late afternoon sun. And when you find yourself snowed in, there's no better way to pass the time than looking out of the window to see who else is visiting your garden.